My hope was that today I would be able to come and talk to you about some of the most up-to-date information about my health, the role of bigotry and biological determinism in blocking diagnosis and care over 3 decades, how the illnesses and resulting disabilities have disrupted my communications, new ideas for developing ongoing communications with you, updates about the Lavender and Red series and the publication of the new Cuba book, my thoughts about this year's Transgender Remembrance as autumn begins, and why I'm so proud to be living in central New York. That's what I hoped. But as the late musician John Lennon sang, life is what happens to you when you're busy making other plans. I'm still losing weight for unknown reasons, and at this time I'm not responding to anti-wasting medications. Minnie Bruce and I have had to make 2 round trips to New York City in the last week for urgent diagnostic tests. And my doctor has said that she feels there may be more going on than even just the late-stage tick-borne diseases and other infections that have already been established. I've had to spend days and weeks on the telephone fighting my way out of insurance and pharmaceutical red tape and battling federal discrimination. So this is what I was able to do, and this is what I will try to do. With all this help, I brought 85 photos to share, and all were taken in the last year with the exception of these 3 that I took in historic Palestine in spring 2007, invited by Palestinians. I wrote a statement which is up at the door about when and why I took these photographs. I'll begin uploading the photographs that are on these walls in this room here today up on the web. You'll find the link to my photos on my webpage. Thank you, Tori, www.transgenderwarrior.org. And as you look at them, please take the time, if you can, to translate the title into other languages. It's one of the weaknesses of these photos that the signage is all in English pretty much. This is the work I did just before beginning and for the first few months of anti-malarial treatment. Now, taking photographs may be beyond me. But I digitized more than 10,000 photos during this period that I may be able to begin tagging with metadata, which I can continue to web publish. If it's within my ability, I will work to digitize, upload, organize, and metatag photos, documents, always looking to translate into many languages, written, spoken, and silent. I will try to take segments of what I wish I could have said here today and put them up in written form on my web and in my Facebook notes. If I continue to have offers to help archive and get materials up on the web, I'll work on a wiki. I'm hoping to put everything up in the cloud so that you can help in adding metadata. I'm working to aggregate the tools of digital web communication in the clouds in case I have to move again so that I won't be out of touch with you again. And if I can finish it, I'll make that aggregation public. My website now connects to many of the materials that you've written me most about. There's a link to the Transgender Warrior YouTube channel in which I get to defend the Cuban 5 and Mumia Abu Jamal. And if I grow too ill to maintain a defense of my web against right-wing flaming of the struggles I put up in cyberspace, I may call on those of you who spend time in that public space to help me push back the reaction. My Facebook and MySpace communications are accessible through a link on my webpage, and I'll stay connected if I'm able. You'll find the link to articles I've written in Workers' World newspaper on the struggles I'm asked about most frequently and many, many other current struggles. I'm a managing editor of Workers' World newspaper on extended medical leave. We have another managing editor here too with us today, Leilani Dowell.